Okay, I think I'm on live. Let's see how many people will be there to join me, but who are going to watch me. For those, hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Please tell me if you are with me in this session. Hello? Okay, I'm saying with the intensity anybody can easily get my voice. Right, Ranjani? Hello, Ranjani. Please tell me, am I audible? Am I visible? Hello, Abhinav. Thank you so much for joining me for today's session. Let's wait for a few more minutes so that other people, maybe a few more people would like to join. So we will wait for those. Okay. Till then, you can tell me about how am I looking like? Am I looking good? Am I looking not good? I don't want to say that. Please tell me. I'm just kidding. Okay, maybe you guys may think that this lady is so के बाद आप लोग कुछ कुछ लगा सकते हैं as per your choice. Hello Priya. Hello Deepak. Hello Priya. Hello. Hi Megha ma'am, you are looking good. Thank you. Thank you Deepak. Thank you so much. Okay. So okay, I came to know by reading your message that you guys are there to bear me, right? You can bear me, I guess. Priya Meher is writing. Your speaking style is really always superb. Oh Priya, thank you so much. Now I am on cloud nine. What to do? What to do? I'm on cloud nine. That means I'm very happy to read your comment. Thank you so much, Priya. You are amazing always, and thank you for your video. Thank you, Priya. Thank you so much. You guys are here to support me. That's why I am able to pursue such things. Trust me. I'm saying by my heart. I mean, Shiv Patel. Hello, hello, Shiv. Thank you so much. So, what I was saying is that you guys are there to bear me. I mean, this is not a simple task, right? Sometimes I crack some horrific jokes and nobody feels to laugh on it, but I'm the one sometimes who prays to myself, and I'm the one who pulls my own leg, right? So I'm in this way, I am, and I love to do such things. So I'm so sorry if I am making you bored. Okay, Priya is writing here. Please suggest how your English is so much fluent. The Rita Krishna is also here. Hello, Rita. Thank you so much for joining us. Yes, Priya, I'm going to tell you. I have already talked about my speaking practice. Today, I'm going to share my reading experience, how I have been reading practice for improving my English language. So, this is the today's topic. I think you guys are aware about things, and I'm not going to give you a speech, okay? Like any speech. I'm truly going to share my own experience, what I have seen as a learner, and what kind of person I was before I improved my speaking skills, and how that reading part helped me in order to improve my English. I will tell you. Okay, Are you able to speak in American accent? Shiv Patel. No, Shiv, I am not able to speak in American accent, and even I don't have interest to learn such accent. If you ask me, I just want to, polish my Indian accent. This is my desire, so I can speak fluently. I can speak calmly. When I speak, people feel soothing. People have soothing experience. This is my desire, and I am working upon it. But truly, I don't have any interest to develop American accent or UK accent. But I would like to develop my real Indian accent. Okay, thank you for this question. All right. Okay, so today we are like you guys are aware, right? So I would like to start with a statement. So I have been heard, I mean, so many times that if you want to improve your speaking skills, you speaking is a must, right? I mean, listening is a must. If you want to improve your speaking skill, listening is a must. But if you want to improve your writing skills, then reading is a must. So this is the statement, and I do agree with this statement. But I would rather rephrase this statement to say that if you want to improve your speaking skills, if you want to improve your language skills, reading is as important, as significant as speaking part. Okay, now there is a question, why? The 100 million question, right? Why? Okay, some people, why? So I will answer this question, but let's see, some people are writing few more things here, so I'm going to read that. Deepak is saying, ma'am, I'm facing lots of issues to speak with people, what can I do? um, Deepak, the only thing you can do is practice, practice, practice. Okay, but when I say practice, you need to do conscious practice, not random practice. All right, you need to develop your. Sorry, guys, electricity has gone, so maybe you may face some lighting issues. If you face, please let me know. But I can't do anything because electricity has gone. So sorry for that. Okay, Deepak Geetkar, US client, Deepak. All right. Okay. Ma'am, I'm facing lots of issues to speak with people. What can I do? US client. So, are you talking about speaking with US client, right? Thank you, Priya, for telling me. No problem. You are clearly visible. Thank you, Priya. Rita is there. No problem. Okay, Ritika. Thank you for letting me know. Deepak, see, if you confront US client, it is not mandatory that you need to learn US accent. If you have clear Indian accent, you will be able confront you will be able to confront your US client. So what matters for you is your pronunciation, okay, and the speed you talk. Don't talk in speedy manner. I mean, take pauses, speak a bit slow, and have clear pronunciation. All right, have clear Indian accent. But if you are willing to improve your US accent, that will be fine. That is your choice, and you can go for it. But for that, you need practice, right? So, are you? I think are you? Have you got your answer, Deepak? If you have any further question, you can ask me here. But if you ask me, go with Indian accent. If you are willing to improve your American accent, then only work upon it. Otherwise, you are good to go. Okay, don't worry. Just focus upon your pronunciation and your speed of talking. Okay, these things are these two things play vital role in order to have clear speaking. Okay, All right. Priya is writing here. I have also a YouTube channel. Okay. I always see your videos and try to learn and speak English with me when I am when I am alone in my house. Wow, this is a good practice, Priya. When you don't have people, you can do practice with yourself. Okay, so this is one part of practice, but when every practice has their own significance. If you are practicing by yourself at home, it is good to improve your skills, but having or confronting new people, confronting strangers, people, right, strangers, so this is different kind of activity. And maybe you feel hesitation while doing for the first time such practice, but you should indulge yourself for this practice as well, because speaking at home will not help in such way so that you can confront strangers or new person, right? So try to confront strangers, try to talk with new people. Okay, Priya, but although I'm saying that you are doing great at home, if you are doing your practice at home, this is good thing. I mean, you have that willing power, and you can hold yourself and you can stick with your practice. So this is good quality. I think everybody should learn from you. Deepak is saying, okay, ma'am, thanks. Welcome, Deepak. Okay, ma'am, I understood. Thank you, Deepak, for understanding. I hope my suggestions and my own experience will help you. Priya is writing here, how you develop your fluency, Dee. What is your qualifications? Dee, sorry for asking Dee, but but you doing any job? Yes, I used to. I mean, I am still a teacher, but I took a leave, a long leave. And if you ask me my education, so I have done graduation in science, and then I have done my master degree in English literature. But I wasn't a regular student. I did all education. I mean, I have done my all education as a private student. Yes, so English was not my cup of tea at that time. I just pursued it because this was my requirement in order to have promotion in my job, so I am a teacher. So for that I did it. I didn't have any interest to learn English literature, but to be honest, by learning English literature, by engrossing into this language, I have developed my interest towards this language, and then my journey had started at that time. And if you ask me, literature is completely different than speaking part. Okay, speaking English literature has nothing to do with speaking English. Okay, so keep these things in your head. Those people who want to read books, who want to write novels, who want to write poetry, and who want to, share their thoughts in beautifully manner, in artistic way, for those people, they can pursue masters in English literature. But those who just want to learn speaking English, they can simply do their practice without pursuing this degree. Yes. uh, okay. Okay, Priya is writing, I also completed my masters in English, then recently I admission in MBA. Okay, great, Priya. Best of luck for your future endeavors. Jaydeep Jadhav is here. Shu Prabhat, madam. Good morning. Shu Prabhat, Jaydeep. Thank you so much for writing in Hindi. Okay. All right. So coming back to the topic, we were talking about why reading is important, or what kind of benefit you get when you read things. So guys, please don't take things casually. Whatever I'm going to tell you, if you follow such things, definitely you will get result as you want. Okay, so the first and foremost, I mean, let's first I would like to tell the agenda. Okay, so agenda of today's session is, there are few points I'm going to tell you, and step by step, one by one, we will discuss about these points, right? The first point is why reading is important. We will discuss, everybody knows, the general things, but I'm going to tell you my experience, how reading practice have benefited to me. Then we will talk about what to read. I mean, okay, what to read. We don't focus upon such things, what to read. At the same time, we need to understand what not to read. All right. And then lastly, we will discuss how to read. So these points are there in today's agenda. Agenda, I think you guys are aware about such word agenda, and if you are not, please jot it down, find for meaning so that you can register in your head. Agenda means work list. What kind of points you have and you are going to discuss in the meeting. So you can call it out as an agenda. Okay, someone is here. I think Urdu writing is there. Hi Megha, I have a problem to remember vocabulary and learn new words. What can I do? Okay, Rita Krishna. You don't need to remember vocabs. If you remember forcefully vocabs, you will be not able. You will be not able to remember and register words. Suppose right now I have used agenda, right? So if you guys are listening towards me carefully, and if you can understand this word with the proper context, so next time it might be possible that while your conversation you will be able to use that word, this word agenda. Okay, so don't remember words or vocab separately. Read things. I'm going to describe this point as well in today's meeting, today's session. So, read things with context, and don't try to use, I mean, every time don't push very hard. Sometimes it should be happen automatically. Okay, it should happen automatically, not be happen, sorry, it should happen automatically. So indulge yourself into English content automatically, slowly. By the time you will able to use vocabs and remember uh, vocabs, but you deliberately try to do such things, so you will miss out mm, your vocabulary part. So just follow my suggestions, my just follow my suggestions, my experience, then you will be able to get your vocabulary. Okay. So that is how, I'm kidding, I'm sorry, I'm kidding. And that is why I'm here to share my experience, so that you guys will have some help out of it. Okay, so we were talking about, we have talked about agenda. So, 3 or 4 points are there we are going to discuss. First point is why reading is important. All right. So, I'm going to describe in such a way like, reading provides you enough time. Okay, reading provides you enough time to understand the content, whatever kind of stuff you are reading. Maybe it's a book, maybe it's an article, or it could be anything, right? So when you read, you have enough time to understand single word, single sentence, or a single phrase, right? If I compare with listening, like many people prefer to listen in order to improve their speaking, right? So listening is also good, but if you are beginner, or if you are struggling to understand English, or if you are still learning, whether you are a beginner or whether you are an intermediate, all right? So how can you compare between reading and listening? You can say that, okay, I will do only listening, I will not reading. So this doesn't work. Why I'm saying this? Because while listening you have limited time, right? Whether you listen or watch any movie, Hollywood movie, or movie with Indian accent, or when you watch YouTube videos or anything, or when you listen to podcast, right? So you have limited time to understand words, understand phrases. Sometimes even you are not able to understand what speaker wants to say or convey. Okay, because it just goes rapidly. So either you have to repeat it over and over again, you have to repeat the same video over and over again to understand the whole content, right? But when you read, you can easily write words, you can easily write phrases. I'm talking about conscious reading, I'm not talking about casual reading. Okay, so I do conscious reading every time, not every time, but most of the time. When I say I'm doing reading practice, that means I'm reading carefully, I'm reading consciously, not casually. So whatever words I confront or I get, I jot down, or I try to make create sentence. So I have a limited time while reading, right? So this is the big difference between listening and reading. Listening also has its own benefit, but like I said, that if you want to improve your English speaking, so reading is as significant as speaking. So you might have not developed your reading practice, and if you may think that reading is a time wasting or it demands a lot of time, right? You may think in such way, and that's why you are missing out this part. But this I'm saying, to be honest, this is the biggest mistake you are making if you are not doing this practice, and if you are a language aspirant. So please focus on reading also. If you are focusing in listening, at the same time you have to pay equal attention towards reading as well. Okay, let's read few more messages. Okay, Pradeep is here. Hello, Megha ma'am. Hello, Pradeep. After long time, yes. Long time no see. Yes, I'm here, but you are not there to see me. So it is not my bed, it's your bed. Okay, Pradeep? Pradeep Kili, how have you been? I have been doing great. Thank you. Thank you for asking, Pradeep. And how are you? Pradeep is my own learner, right, Pradeep? So after a long time, he has joined today's session, if I'm not wrong. Yes, thank you so much, Pradeep. एंड गाइस प्लीज लाइक करना मत भूलिएगा ना, ये बोलना पड़ता है यार मेरे को हर बार। 8 लोग हैं और लाइक 3 दिख रहे हैं मेरे को। लाइक करो अभी जल्दी से जल्दी सब लोग। प्रेस द लाइक बटन प्लीज। अरे लाइक नहीं करते हो तो वीडियोस ग्रो नहीं करते हैं ना। प्रदीप इज राइटिंग, यस मैम यू आर एब्सोल्युटली राइट। Okay, okay, Pradeep. So we were talking about reading practice, why it is important. I will tell you more points, okay, why reading is important. All right. So I have talked about how reading provides you enough time to understand the content, comparatively listening practice. Okay. So if you are a knife, focus upon reading. Listening can be done when you have I mean you have to listen, you have to do listen practice as well, but you can equally, you should equally focus upon listening, sorry, reading. Pradeep is writing here, thank you, it's good to see you after ages, yeah, after centuries. Pradeep Kili liked when I open your live. Thank you so much, Pradeep, thank you so much. Yes, this is how you, I mean you guys can support me, and likes and comments help us to grow our videos. So this, that is why we are keep saying, we keep saying, please like the, like, please hit the like button, please subscribe, like such monotonous phrases and sentences I have to say. And I, frankly speaking, I don't like to say things, but I have to say. Deepak is saying, sorry, we are chatting dashboard, that's why we forget. No, but still, are you facing like you are talking to dashboard? I feel like even I cannot see you guys, but by reading these messages and by reading your names, I feel that you guys are there to listen to me. So I can feel, you know, although I have to say that talking single-handedly, I mean, conversation is good, but having conversation with people is quite, uh, good for me. I mean, I'm so habitual with it. But when it comes to speak alone and for half an hour and for 45 minutes or for 1 hour, it is a bit difficult. But like I'm saying, this is also one of my practice. So you guys can understand and you guys can uh, uh, take as a practice as well. You can get some ideas how to speak for longer period of time while watching and while listening to my sessions. All right. Okay. So I have write down few benefits, because there are lots of benefits. I'm going to tell you I mean fastly so that we can understand. Okay. Reading improves our vocabulary, as I have told you, and writing skills. This is also I have already told you. This is another point I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you how it helped me. Reading teaches us about the world beyond our own doors. What does it mean? Reading, please listen carefully. Uh, Reading teaches us about the world, okay, beyond our own doors. It means, like, we are restricted to our school, our college, or our workplace, or our home, and we have limited information, limited, ideas, thoughts, because we are not we don't have that much exposure towards world. But while reading, okay, when you read different books, you will have a lot of ideas, a lot of thought process, a lot of informations. And by reading you can create your own opinion, your own thought process. I'm telling you, spiritual things. Recently, I mean, not recently, few months back, I got into that because of my reading habit. I was reading one day I was reading an article in newspaper, and I got to know about spiritual stuff, right? Then immediately I got interest into it. Then I um, bought a book. I'm going to show you. This is a book, Swami Vivekanand. Okay, so I don't need to tell you about Swami Vivekanand. He's a great man, and he had his own, philosophy about life, about world. So, and it is in English is very simple, right? So what I'm trying to say is, whatever the life I had previously, I was not I mean, I haven't confronted towards spiritual stuff or spiritual things. But after reading this book, I have lots of insight about spiritual things, and then I started practicing as well. Okay, so this is what this phrase means. I mean, reading teaches us about the world. By reading, we read others experience, right? I have confronted Vivekanand's experience, how he was doing at his time, how he had developed his life, right? What is his biography? I have been reading. So by reading his life, I got to know a lot of things. I have improved my own understanding about things and about life. So this is how reading is important, not only for your language, but in your life. Reading is very important. All right. So I am giving you my own example. I'm not going to give you a speech. I'm telling you on the basis of my own experience. So please understand. Please, I'm requesting to you guys, you guys are sincere, just please follow such, things. You will see the great transformation in your life. As you can see me, how I was, how I have been developing to myself as an individual, how I became. Here is another point I'm going to describe you. Reading reduces stress and offer relaxations. Okay, this is not a new, but how it reduce your stress and how it offers relaxation. So many of us, we have different interests, right? Sometimes we love to read romantic books, love stories. Sometimes we love to read horror books, right? Sometimes we love to read mysterious books. So we have different interest. So when you feel stressed, okay, when you feel stressed, when you don't feel like working, let's share my own experience. I think few months back I was not feeling good. Okay, I had some health issues. I was facing PMS, premenstrual syndromes, and hormonal ups and downs. So I couldn't have control towards my own behavior. All right, then started reading, and while reading your focus shift towards content of book. Reading, you forget everything, you forget whatever the problems you have, you forget whatever the tensions you have, you forget everything, and you just focus upon the book, what kind of content they have. Sometimes you feel excited and you forget every kind of problems of your life. So this is how it reduces your stress and offers you relaxation. And I have used this practice in this way as well, I'm telling you. And you can, at least you can try for once. All right, so this is also a benefit of reading book. Reading allows you to become a better reader, but I would like to rephrase it. I would like to say, reading allows you to become a better person. Better person. Okay? Better person in the way you have a lot of positive attitudes into your personality. Whatever kind of, you know, nasty stuff, as a human being we have to face such things. Suddenly we start criticizing somebody, suddenly we start finding incorrect things, people, we are bound to have negativity immediately in our head about people, about things, right? But by reading, by understanding about the world, by reading good books, life lessons, there are many books, they have life lessons. So you can improve as a better person in your life. All right, and reading helps you in this process as well. You can see many people who are doing great in their field. If you ask them, they always say that I am a reader, I am a bookworm. They find insights through different books, different reading of different books. So please develop this habit. This, if you haven't developed yet, developed forcefully. I'm telling you, I was also the same person who hadn't have that much interest in reading, but by engrossing this language, into this language, I have developed this attitude, this practice. And now you can say, I can say myself as a bookworm. I, whenever I have free time, I love to read book. Really, I love to read book. I love to read books of my own interest. So this is how reading books or reading is helpful. Okay, also reading can improve your imagination. So obviously if you read different opinions, different experience, so you can develop your thought process, your imagination power. It can stimulate your imagination skills. As you, if you want to become a good speaker or good communicator, you should have this skill, this imagination skill, right? So reading also help you by improve of to improve this skill as well, stimulating your imagination or improving your imagination skills, right? And the last thing I would like to tell you, this is gonna help you to everyone. Reading is, promoting positive sleeping. Reading is promoting positive sleeping. Yes. So many of you may face that you guys don't have proper sleep at night. Those who are very tense about their life, about their things, okay, at night. Many people feel go through insomnia, right? But if you read before going to the bed, going to sleep, you can develop this practice, and I am telling you, this will help you a lot. You can get your sleep easily. Why? What happens while doing so? You forget everything, whatever happens in your day, in a day of your life. And when you go for sleeping, it happened to me as well. When I was facing, like I have told you that I have faced some health issues. So I felt I went through insomnia as well. So a lot of, you know thoughts were dancing in my head. A lot of things were going rapidly, and I was not able to have proper sleep, and that affects my daily life. Then I came to know about reading practice and reading benefits. Then I started reading, and now it became my habit. I mean, only when I have a lot of work, only that time I miss this practice or this. But if you ask me, I love to read before going for sleep. So this is how these are benefits of reading. और मैं ये यहाँ पे ज़रूर बोलना चाहूँगी कि ये कोई फेक चीज़ें नहीं है, ये कोई ऐसी चीज़ें नहीं है कि मैं बस कहीं से पढ़ के बोल रही हूँ. I have applied all these things in my life, and I'm telling you on the basis of my own experience. So if you are facing any of the problems which I have told you, mentioned you, so you can follow such practice, or you can pursue this practice. But I'm going to tell you, if you are able to develop this as a habit, you are going to get terrific result. This is my promise, I'm promising you. And you guys, please let me know in future if you guys start, maybe you guys are doing this practice, but in future if you develop this practice in such manner, you are going to get terrific result. This is my promise to you. And please share your experience if you will you will have such result. Please, I would love to know your experience. All right, so these are the benefits, not for only English language, but in your life. It it can be a game changer for your life if you can develop this practice. Okay, so please try to practice it. Okay, I think many people are listening to me. I mean, I, I speaking a lot? I guess you guys are feeling bored. Are you feeling bored or monotonous? Are you feeling monotonous? Are you feeling humdrum? These are synonyms of bore. Okay, humdrum and monotonous. This is how I'm teaching you your vocabularies. Okay. So yes, these are the benefits. Now let's talk about how to what to read. Okay, what to read. So this is million dollar question. What to read. But before that, let's talk about what to not read. What to not read. So when I was I mean, still I'm a learner, but when I started my journey, I got this suggestion from people. People keep saying, read newspaper. Everybody has the same suggestion. If you want to improve your English, you have to read newspaper. You have to read newspaper. But I'm telling you, I want to argue with this suggestion. Please don't read newspaper if you are a beginner, if you are an intermediate. Okay, I will try it. Deepak is writing here. I will try it. Yes, Deepak, please try it. It will help you a lot, I'm telling you. So don't read newspaper. Why I'm saying this? Because newspaper has very complicated English. I mean, new, who can read newspaper? Those who are already very habitual to this language, those who have already known this language in well manner, for them newspaper is good. But if you are a naive, if you are a new to this language, or if you is even if you are an intermediate, I am telling you, don't go for reading newspaper. The newspaper has complicated sentences, complicated words, complicated vocabs. Even sometimes they misguide about grammatical part as well. I have got so many mails, so many comments from people. They always tell me that, ma'am, in newspaper something is written in different and something is written in different manner, and they just get confused. Okay, so what happens when you read newspaper? If you are a naive towards this language, maybe you start reading newspaper maybe for 1 week, or maybe you may read for 1 month. All right, and you will be not able to get what a newspaper is trying to convey, or what the article is trying to say, right? It may possible, maybe you may have the essence, but if you uh, pay complete attention, you may find how difficult it is, right? And slowly, you feel bored, you feel monotonous while reading, and eventually you end up living this practice. Okay, because you directly jump towards complicated things. If you have option for simple stuff, for simple things, why should why should we start with complicated things? This is my concern. Okay, I have gone through such things, that's why I'm telling you. If you ask me, read the newspaper comes at last when it comes to do reading practice. Okay, so now the question is what we should read. First of all, you need to find out your interest. Okay, reading may be monotonous if you read forcefully. Maybe you may follow other people. Maybe I like to read romantic books, suppose, and if you listen to me, so you may think, okay, ma'am is reading romantic books, so I should also read romantic books. We start following people, but this is the mistake we are making here. I am following my own interest, and you should follow your own interest, whatever interest you have. Okay, if you are not able to find your interest, so you can do a practice, sit down at one place. All right, take a notebook, write down, jot down your things. What are the things you like to do, not you like to read? Because I think maybe you haven't developed your interest yet. So write down what are the things you like to do. Suppose I like to do gardening. Okay, suppose I like to do traveling. So now I can find my interest. I can buy books related to traveling, related to gardening. Okay, and this is how you can, you know, you can have your own books of your own interest. All right, along with, you can go, you can visit any bookshop. There are lots of varieties of books are there. You can see, you can watch, you can see the front page, and then you can choose. So that much effort you need to do, you have to do, if you want to improve your English, if you want to improve your reading practice. So always go with your interest. Don't read things which others are doing, or don't follow others, follow your own interest. Okay, in terms of reading books. So this is one an important suggestion from my side. I did the same mistake. Initially, I started reading newspaper and I got confused. It creates a lot of barrier in my head. Then I left this practice. It happened to me. And still, right now, even I'm not following this practice, reading newspaper. Okay, but if you are there are different section of content, so you can go for that particular content. But again, I'm saying they use very difficult sentence structures, vocabs, and grammar. So still I'm saying that please, for now, you can leave this practice. What kind of practice you can do, I'm going to tell you. First thing, you find your interest, that I have already told you. Second, if you really want to improve your reading practice, you should go with books of small classes. Fourth class, it could be anything of your state, or there is central state books. I'm not aware that much. I mean, I'm not getting the proper word for now. But fourth class book, fifth class book, sixth, seventh, even eighth, ninth, 10th. So these books are easily available. Everybody have this kind of books, children are there, or you can buy such books from the bookshop as well. Why I'm saying this, as I'm a teacher, as you guys are know, I'm a teacher. So I have teach children by the help of such books, and I found that these books are really really simple. They have simple words, simple, they use simple sentences, because it is meant for children. So they always come with simple stuff. Okay, so simple sentences, simple words, simple stories, everything is in simple manner. So this is my another suggestion to you. If you don't have, try to buy it, try to have from children, try to have old books, but try to follow such books. You will see that how simple it is and how interesting it will be for you. I got to know about this while I was teaching. Then I read a lot of books. As I'm a teacher, so I had to read. There is no choice. But this is my opinion. This is my suggestion. I'm going giving to you. Just try to follow it. Along with, you can go for short stories. Stories are very interesting. Everybody loves to read stories, and some or the other way, we all are a storyteller. We love to share our experience. We love to tell some some incidents of our life, right? So some or the other way, we are a storyteller, not in a perfect manner, but we share our things to our friends, to our family members, to our colleagues, right? So story is a great thing to read, and it helps you in a large manner. I'm telling you. So I used to do such practice when I was naive to this language. And by reading the story, you will confront so many new words, which is completely alien to you. So this also helps you to improve your vocabulary as well. Along with one more thing, let me see. Okay, let's talk about novels. All right. So I'm going to tell you, I have three novels. Sorry, Chetan Bhagat. I think you guys are aware about this writer, Chetan Bhagat. Novel's name is Half Girlfriend. I think you guys are aware. We have movie as well from the with the same name. Right feet, wrong shoe. Right feet, wrong shoe. This is the name of this novel. It is written by Varsha Dikshit. And this is another book, another novel, The Secret Wish List. Okay, Preeti Shinoy is writer of this book. So why I'm telling you this, these books and writers, because reading novel is also a very interesting task. And I'm showing you because I have done such with such practice. Novels are very long. It takes a lot of time, but those who have interest in reading novels, they can go for it. Okay. One another thing I would like to tell you, that if you read novels, if you read such long books, such thick books. So read it, I mean, casually. Don't read it forcefully. I mean, every page you have to read carefully. So you can see how much mental efforts you have to put, right? So I'm going to tell you how to read now. So I have talked about why to read and what to read. So don't read newspaper initial days. Read books of your own interest, read storybooks, and read novels of your interest, right? These are the suggestions. One more thing I would like to tell you, nowadays everybody has their phone, right? So in phone we have some random, news. Every time they pop up on the screen, right? Like yesterday itself I had an experience. So there was an article related to Priyanka Chopra. As I am a great follower of her, I admire her a lot. I read here and there news related to Deepika, what I said, Priyanka Chopra, right? So yesterday I got a news. I'm going to tell you the headline, how I am using this also to increase my reading practice. Hmm. Okay. So I got the news. It popped up on the screen. Former Miss Barbados claims Miss World 2000 was rigged. Okay, in Priyanka Chopra's favor. Calls her unlikable. अभी अगर आप इस तरीके के नोटिफिकेशन आपको आता है, कोई मैसेजेस, कोई न्यूज, कुछ भी पॉप्स अप होता है आपके फोन पे, इट पॉप्स अप ऑन योर स्क्रीन. Okay, so it happens because you have some certain interest, and they whatever the company they have, they send you the same content related to your interest. To have few moments, I mean few moments, I took only 5 minutes to read it, and then I got to know a new word, rigged. Okay, if you have more time, you can, you know take 1 hour to understand the article. Full article always comes with great phrases. So this is how you can get help. Okay, so these are the things you can do. uh, Now let's talk about how to read. So this is very simple. Always read loudly. Read verbally, not silently. Okay, we are so habitual to read silently. We are not using our sound. But when you read, read verbally, read loudly, take pauses. This is how you can improve your voice modulation and intonation as well. Okay, if I talk about reading novel, so novel is, as they are big book. So at firstly you can cast, cursory glance at book. Like if this is a book, okay, this is a novel. So if you will go to read every page sincerely, you will feel monotonous. So we are always in a rush to get the crux of the book. Crux means essence. What is the main storyline of this book? So we are always in a hurry to know. So at first you can cast cursory glance at book, so that to understand what this book wants to say or wants to convey. Later, I read the novel again, and I always carry pencil or marker, and I always highlight those sentences, those words which I feel they are difficult to me, or I'm not able to understand. Sorry. So first I read randomly, okay, to just know what the book wants to say, what is the crux, what is the essence of the book. Then I read again, and I use pencil or marker. I highlight I highlight words and sentences, and I go for the meaning, and I create make a note to keep register, things in my head. So this is how I am reading, and this is these are the things you can follow. So I think I have talked a lot, and if I think you guys are there or not, I'm talking single-handedly, I guess. Please, if you guys are there, please write down some messages, because it's the time to wind up the session. And I hope this session will help you in order to improve your reading ability. Four members are there only. Others are others left. All right, guys. So at last, I would like to give an phrase. This is very simple but very good. Raju is writing here. Raju Jadhav. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, Raju. Now I'm going to wind up the session for now, and at last I would like to give one phrase related to the book, and the phrase is, in someone's good or bad book. In someone's good or bad book. Suppose, let's say, I'm the person, of course, you guys like me, right? I'm just kidding. So you can say that Megha ma'am is in my good book. Okay. So those people with whom you have good relation, you can say that those people are in your good book, and with those people with you are annoyed. Okay, you get angry for those. So you can say that these people are in my bad book. Bad book, right? Are you getting my things? So you can apply this phrase while speaking, while having conversation towards your friends, with your colleagues. All right. So yes, this is the phrase, in someone's good or bad book. Along apart from that, I have used few. I wanted to use cumbersome. I forgot to use, but right now I wanted to use. I want to use cumbersome. Cumbersome means bojil in Hindi. So I could say that reading newspaper for a night would become a cumbersome task. Okay, I forgot to use. This is how I'm improving my vocabulary. This is also a lesson for you. Okay, cumbersome means bojil. All right, I mean the task which you don't like to do. All right. So due to its complicated English, I feel monotonous. I feel bored while reading newspaper, and eventually it become a cumbersome task for me. All right. So this is how you can use this word. Okay. All right. So today I have done for today's session, and now I would like to say टाटा बाय बाय. आई होप यू गाइस हैव एंजॉयड टुडेज सेशन. और लाइक करते हुए जाइएगा. अगर आप लोग अभी भी हैं तो प्लीज लाइक, हिट द लाइक बटन. कमेंट कीजिए, आपके सजेशंस मुझको चाहिए, कैसे मैं और इम्प्रूव करूं. आपके क्वेश्चंस, क्वेरीज, सजेशंस, एवरीथिंग आई वांट. आई लव टू रीड. और मज़ा नहीं आता यार, आप लोग के कमेंट्स देखने को नहीं मिलता तो मज़ा नहीं आता. फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग, लाइव अगर आओ तो आप लोग जब कमेंट्स करते हैं, कुछ पूछते हैं, कुछ बताते हैं, तो इट फील्स गुड. ठीक है, तो प्लीज स्टे ट्यून. आई विल ट्राई टू कम इन एवरी वीक एटलीस्ट फॉर वंस. तो प्लीज बने रहिए मेरे साथ. मैं और भी बहुत सारे एक्सपीरियंस है मेरी लाइफ में जो भी है रिलेटेड टू इंग्लिश, और जो इंग्लिश के बाहर भी हैं वो भी मैं आपके साथ लेके आऊंगी, ताकि आप भी अपनी लाइफ को अच्छा बना सके. यू कैन हैव अ बेटर लाइफ. एवरीबडी डिजर्व्स टू हैव अ बेटर लाइफ. वी नीड टू डू अ beat extra effort only. Okay, that's it, nothing else. Thank you, ma'am. Today I have understood lots of things. Thank you, Deepak. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. आप सबको ढेर सारा प्यार. आप सब अपनी लाइफ में आगे बढ़ें, ग्रो करें, और बस अच्छे से रहिए, खुद को बेटर बनाइए, और कुछ नहीं। आप खुद को बेटर बनाएँगे, एवरीडे आपकी लाइफ भी सॉर्टेड रहेगी, कोई टेंशन नहीं रहेगा, ठीक है? ऑलराइट, बाय बाय, टेक केयर।